Extreme Elements said Ye Old Nerdcast is now live. Streaming Suikoden 2 HD Remaster, done in Unification War, starting up Suikoden 2, the game that, kinda, changed my life, sorta, Suikoden 2 HD Remaster.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nerdcast. It is Devin, broadcasting as always live from an undisclosed location, the center of Texas, on a very interesting Thursday evening. How's everybody doing out there? Oh, what's yelling at me? Here we go. I'm doing all right. Not gonna lie to you, I've been paying a pretty decent amount of attention to new revelations coming. What? Hold on a second. That's not new. No, that happened a while ago. Interesting reporting from the Wall Street Journal dropped not too long ago, and it's gotten the political world on lit ablaze. I was hoping to get Justin here today so we could talk about other stuff that was before even this dropped. He's not available, but I'm going to definitely try to have him next week, because by the time he becomes available, I'm sure there will be any number of colossal things to talk about in this world, in this realm. Let's see. But for tonight, last time I streamed, I beat Suikoden 1. So I'm almost done. I'm half done. I'm going to jump right into Suikoden 2, which is a game that, it's near and dear to my heart. It really introduced me to a lot of fantasy concepts that, and fiction concepts that guided a lot of my late middle school to early high school sort of development, really. Because at that time I had just started getting into playing RPGs, and I had played most of the big ones, and was getting to the point where, even though up until that point in my life I hated books, like the games weren't enough. I needed more. I needed more fantasy, and so I started reading more books at that time, or a little bit after, really. And a part of the reason I tell people, like, a part of the reason why I really ended up gravitating and loving Song of Ice and Fire series is because a lot of it kind of reminded me of the world of Suikoden. Especially like Suikoden 2, as you'll see here watching this playthrough, an incredibly political, geopolitical game. And even though the original localization was kind of a botch job, I'm sure that a lot of that has been cleaned up in this. I could tell you that that was definitely the case for Suikoden 1 Remake. Even still, though, it's a pretty incredible story, so I'm jumping right into it. Oh yeah, and I've got the relic of the Konami reminding me, my red shirt. I've got my Joustin Alliance shirt on, so I'm representing. I'm representing today. Actually, you know what? I kind of wonder. Yeah, Suikoden 1 doesn't really have a whole lot of cinematics. Oh, you can watch the key events. Suikoden 1 should have more key events than this. Oh wait, can you view all the endings or just the one that I unlocked? No, I don't want to watch the... Oh, Jesus. How do I get out of this? Oh, okay, that's the... Okay. Oh, cool. So then I could, I didn't have to spend...
Street Corner Becky said evening.
Yo, what's up, Vince? How are you doing? Welcome back to the stream. So I can replay that. I didn't have to speed read it last time, although that was kind of a fun attempt to do. Gonna start this from the very beginning. And since I have my completed playthrough of Suikoden 1, I can load that in. Wait, what? Why are there 2 blank spots? Oh, it's probably Victor and Flick, and those guys bounced from the party at the very end. As a matter of fact, that's exactly what it is, because in the save right before it, it's Victor and Flick at 2 and 3. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I wonder if they'll ever redo. I wonder if they'll ever redo Suikoden 3. Changed already, Ryu? Can't wait, huh? Me too, actually. No way I could stay in that uniform any longer knowing we're heading home to Kyoto. Hey, Ryu. Nanami is probably waiting for you, huh? You're her only family since Master Genkaku died. If not for this war. Anyway, shall we get some sleep? Or maybe you want to get some fresh air? It's nice out tonight. Let's go outside for a bit. Okay, I'll go with you. Out of uniform already, Ryu? The captain is going to be steamed if he finds out. I get it, though. Ryu, Joey, listen to this. It was my turn on watch tonight, but then the captain said I could finish up early. Guess we have the peace agreement to thank for that. Yawn, I'm beat. I think I'll hit the hay soon. Yo, I know you're happy to go home, but settle down, will you? Hey, Ryu, Joey, you better get sleep before Captain gets mad. You two, where are your uniforms? Sorry, sir. Well, I suppose I could let it slide this time, but go back to your tent and get to sleep. Yes, sir. Lucky you, I still have another week before I go on leave. Can't wait to see my mom. I'm almost done with the sentry duty. Seriously, though. Why do we need to stay on watch this deep in the mountains anyway? Hey, Ryu, when we get back to Kyoto, I'm going to tell your sister that forget I said anything. This is a spooky, man. I could have sworn I saw movement just a second ago. I don't like this at all. Hey! Ryu, don't go too far or Captain Raoult will blow his top again. Anyway, don't worry. We're going back to Kyoto tomorrow. A little bit of heavy-handed foreshadowing there. Huh? What is it, Ryu? We finally get to go home. Even though we never went to the front line, I've had more than my fill of fighting. What did you say? Talk like that isn't becoming of a proud soldier of Highland's Unicorn Youth Brigade. What? Are you feeling ill? Are you feeling all mushy too, Ryu? Like you're already back in Mommy Dearest's arm? What's this guy's problem? Those two are always arguing. I understand where each of them are coming from, though. I got out of bed just to break them up. Good call. I want to head back to Kiara at first light anyways. Sleep tight, Ryu. We're under attack! A surprise attack. But what about the truce with the city-state? Hear that, Ryu? We'd better check it out. Ryu, Joey. Captain Raud, what's happening? It's a surprise attack by the city-states. They've broken the peace agreement, those scum. It looks like we're surrounded. Take the mountain path to the east and save yourself. Hurry. Let's run for it, Ryu. We can't die here. If we do, Nanami will be all alone. Hey, open your eyes. Don't die on me. But why? Gotta get away. Ah, it hurts. Mother. Don't worry. I'll save you. We're pals, right? Don't worry about us, Ryu. Just hurry and get out of here. Wait a minute, Ryu. What is it, Joey? Doesn't it seem odd to you, Ryu? The only way out is through these woods. The enemy surely knows that, too. They might have set an ambush for us in the forest. Let's go back, Ryu. We have to report this to Captain Raud. Ugh. Why? No more. It hurts. Help. It's just as we planned, Prince Luca. Everyone has fled into the forest. The hidden soldiers have taken care of them by now. Ha 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 ha! All poor victims of Joustin's betrayal. I wish I had joined the ambush. All I've had to fight lately is that stupid old man. I'm falling out of practice. I see. But sir, I'm afraid my men won't be much of a challenge against your swordsmanship. Well, the Youth Brigade has served their country well enough here. Now we can be rid of this miserable truce, and I can prove that Highland has nothing to fear from those Joustin gnats. Well said, sir. With you in command, the Highland Kingdom can finally achieve the glory it deserves. What the hell? Let's talk to the captain, Joey. What a dumb thing to do. Let's do it. Good idea, Ryu. What? Why didn't you idiots flee east through the woods as ordered? Captain.
Haunted_Wisp said nothing like a youth brigade to bring out peak fascism.
Yo, what's up, Wisp? Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? I think that's kind of the point of the Highland Youth Brigade here, a little bit at least. That and
Haunted_Wisp said don't support your local Cub Scouts.
That and using them as a false flag. Captain, what's the meaning of this? Tell us what's going on. Why would you do this to us? And who is that man? Ha! You mean to say you don't recognize the royal prince of your own homeland? Hurry and seize them! We'd better run for it, Ryu. But if we go east, we're as good as dead. Maybe we can escape by going up the cliff to the north. Some nice water there. Are you okay, Ryu? You're not hurt? But why with the captain? That's an answer you'll never learn. You're going to die here as victims of a vile surprise attack by the treacherous city-states of Joustin. That is all your future holds. Captain, it's a shame, really. You two were promising soldiers. Kill them! Ooh, obtained Greaves. Damn it all. The little bastards are persistent. Just you wait. I'll be right back. We can't keep this up forever. Ryu, there's no other way. We have to jump for it. Look at that current. We'll never make it. Ryu, we've got nowhere to run. The captain isn't going to let us live. Look at the current, bro. Come on, I know you're braver than this. Oh, don't challenge my bravery. Guess there's no other way. Okay. If we make it, but somehow get separated, let's return to this spot. That way we'll be reunited. Promise me, Ryu. I promise. Let's go, Ryu. Whee! And now for the cinematic intro. Object design. Proud graduates of the Highland Youth Unicorn Brigade. Yoshitaka Murayama, R.I.P. to a legend. Gah, why do the kids always end up being my problem? Wonder where he washed up from. Hey kid, wake up already, otherwise I'll toss you back in. It's the return of Victor, who disappeared at the end of Suikoden 1. Finally with us, eh? Hey, can you say your name? Ryu. Looks like you could talk at least. What the hell were you doing up that river anyways? Did you slip? We were ambushed by the Joustin army. But... I mean, these are kind of the same thing, right?
Haunted_Wisp said my smartphone told me Stephen Colbert got cancelled.
Yep, I heard that too. Which, you know, I honestly didn't like his show that much. The Colbert Report was like a seminal moment, and he was infinitely better on the Colbert Report than his late night talk show. So I don't know. Hopefully he reunites with those writers and gets the Colbert Report running again. Joustin Army, what are you on about? We just signed a peace agreement. Why would they do that? Wait, are you saying you're from Highland? No, I'm not. So where are you from then? Lie and I'll cut out your tongue. The silent
Street
treatment,
Corner
huh?
Becky said most of those talk shows are all the same.
That's not a cute quality in kids. Anyway, I'm Victor, leader of a group of mercenaries allied with the city-states of Joustin. Hey, and there's old Flick. Victor, you're not picking on that poor kid for fun, are you? What are you talking about, Flick? I'd never do
Street
that.
Corner Becky said I liked mean tweets from Jimmy Kimmel.
I'm not a fan of any of those guys, to be honest with you. I may not look it, but I'm a very nice guy. But anyways, what happened to the other one? It's no good. Lost sight of him. I hope he made it. Too bad. Okay, listen up. Whoever you are, you're going to be my prisoner for a while. You may not find the accommodations too comfortable, though. Don't look so worried. We're not going to eat you or anything. Hey, let's head back to the fort. I haven't watched a late-night comedy show since, like... I mean, I haven't really watched one since, like, Conan O'Brien.
Street Corner Becky said those shows are outdated with how quickly we access info.
Like, I liked Conan O'Brien, and I liked Craig Ferguson. But after that, I just didn't watch any of the people that took over those guys' shows. Now then, this will be your room for a while. It's small and none too comfy, but you'll just have to live with it since you're a prisoner. It gets pretty cold at night, so try to bundle up. Hey, good morning. You must be the one they caught last night. Huh? You're just a kid. Anyhow, I'm Pole, and I'm gonna be looking after you during your stay. Once you've eaten breakfast, you're gonna do some work for us.
Bundle up with your sheets.
After all, no work, no food. Okay, what was your name again? Okay, Ryu. Anyway, just look at this place. These people are unorganized slobs. The boss is no exception either. Anyway, I want you to push all these boxes up against the far wall. Just like this. Whew, come on, push all of them right up against the wall. Next, put away the rope lying over here. I'll be outside. Come get me when you're done. Pushing boxes. Obtained rope. Whoa, you did a real nice job. I appreciate it. Of course. Ha, well said. It's time for supper. Sorry, but this is all we've got. Rations have been tight lately. Good morning, Ryu. You look well. Okay, I've got an important errand for you today. Listen carefully. I need you to go to the stock room and get 2 pairs of boots. Then get 3 flintstones from the blacksmith. Last, grab some flour from the item store. I'll be waiting here. Thanks. Alright. What? You need some flintstones. How many do you need? 3. She has the boots. Yeah, what do you want? Never seen you around here before. Oh, a prisoner, huh? So, what is it? Oh, that's right. Boots. How many do you need? 2 pairs? What? Flour? Sorry, we're fresh out of flour now. You'll have to get some from Ryubei Village. Okay, give it here. 2 pairs of boots, 2 flintstones, and... Huh? What about the flour? I see, we're out of flour, huh? Listen, will you go to Rube Village for me? Don't worry, it's not far. But you can't go by yourself, someone will have to go with you. Go and talk to Leona while I unlock the gate. Hey kid, what do you want? Someone to go with you? On an errand to Ryube, huh? Oh, I know, Gin. Our first kobold of the game appears. What Leona want? You need Gin? Or is food ready? Gin, sorry to ask you to babysit, but could you escort this kid to Ryube? Gin, soldier. Gin, not babysitter. Don't be like that. Would a fine kobold warrior like you deny the request of a lady in need? You're right. Let's go, boy. Follow Gin. Oh, Gin. Where are you going? Tuta. Gin babysit this kid to Ryube. Wow, really? Take me with you too. Tuta, are you finished doing Dr. Juan's errand? Yeah, I delivered the medicine. I've never been to Ryube, and Dr. Juan won't mind if I'm a little bit late. Now Gin must babysit 2 children? Please, kind kobold warrior. Okay, just leave it to Gin. Yay. Gin, I bet I could beat your ass if I really wanted to. Square up, 1-on-1. Huh? You're helping out? Thanks. Work hard, okay? Ryu, was it? Sorry we couldn't save your friend. Ugh, I can't seem to make ends meet. Peace just doesn't pay. But that ain't a bad thing, if you say so. So you're going with Gin and Tuta? If Gin is with you, you'll be fine. Okay, Ryu. Ryube is northeast of here. You'll find it easily if you follow the road. Get me some flour at the item store. You won't need to pay for it. Well then, good luck and don't get lost. Hey, Ryo, Tuta, listen. In a big world with lots of monsters out there, be careful. Gin, it's not a forest or a mountain road. There won't be many monsters, right, Ryo? Soldier must not be overconfident. Gin is leader of this group, so now you call me Captain Gin. Yes, sir, Captain Gin. Yes, sir, Captain Gin. Okay, everyone, here we go. Stay with the captain. Gin kind of seems like a kid himself. Let's get into some fights. You take more damage than I do, Gin. You do a little bit more damage, too. Okay, you're level 6, I'm level 3. I bet I could still beat you one-on-one. Got him. Didn't I get some greaves? I'm not gonna give them to Gin. I also found out about the fast forward button. Okay, we hear you, Tuta. After we get the flower from the item store, let's have some fun. My, so impatient. Wait just a little bit longer, hun. What do you want? Could you please wait until we're done setting up? Me Bulgin. Okay.
Haunted_Wisp said that was amazing.
What was amazing?
Haunted_Wisp said those birds building.
Oh, yeah. Well, this game has a lot of little details like that. What the? Where's Bonaparte? Welcome. Hey, I know you. Right. Me Kobold Warrior Gingin, now Captain Gingin. What can I do for you today? Huh? What? Oh, flower as usual. Just a minute. Here, I'll put on your bill like usual. Okay, we go back now, Ryu, Tuta. I want to look around some more. Please, Ryu, Captain Gingin? What kind of armor can I get?
Haunted_Wisp said if anybody asks you where I'm going, real soon.
I have no idea what that means. Okay, I got a little bit of an upgrade. Good, great work. Okay, that's all of it. See you, Ryu. I have to go now, too. Goodbye, Ryu. It was fun. Okay, let's get some food. How do you like your food today? I told the cook to give you extra. You've been working really hard. Here's today's task. See that oil spilled over the floor? Wipe it up with the rag like this. Think you can manage that, Ryu? I'll come take a look later. I want it sparkling clean. Cleaning up oil spills. I think that's it. Wow, the floor looks great. You've got talent. Haha, I'm just teasing you. You're a funny kid. I like you. Okay, that's all for today. About that oily rag, well, just put it away somewhere. Come on, let's grab some dinner. Great job. You must be pretty tired. Haha, you know, you make this job more fun. Hey, it looks like somebody snuck in here. Ryu, if you're there, answer me. Ryu! I'm over here, Joey. Ryu, thank goodness. I'm getting you out of here right now. Are you okay? I'm so relieved. Let's get out of here before the soldiers come. Alright, looks like he survived the waterfall. Okay, kiddo. That's far enough. Give yourselves up before you make adults mad. We're outnumbered. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to handle Victor and Flick. Gin is one thing, but Vic and Flick, I doubt it. Now, how about you tell us who you are? Let's start with your name. Joey Atreides. Okay, Joey, okay. Since you came to rescue Ryu, can I assume you're also from Highland? I am. I see. That makes you the other kid we lost on the river. Now that you mention it, I never did hear how you boys managed to wind up in that mess. Well, that's... Ryu said something about a joust and ambush, but the city-state's army hasn't moved since the peace treaty was signed. So what the hell happened? The truth is... Oh boy, this doesn't sound good. Luca Blight, eh? I've heard of the name, but... Anyways, what were y'all planning to do after you rescued Ryu? After rescuing Ryu, I was planning to go back to Kyaro Town with him. So you're still planning on trying to escape? Yes. You kids. Anyways, you can stay put here for a spell. Your accommodations will be a cell, but we'll give you food and a place to sleep. Sorry, looks like my rescue failed. After we got separated, I woke up in a village called Toto. I'd been found by a little girl who brought me back to her home, where they tended to my wounds. I heard a rumor that a young man was being held prisoner here, so I came to try and save you. Sorry. Sorry, but the extra mouth to feed means we had to spread rations even thinner. I hope it's enough. Ryu, I don't blame you for trying to escape, but please don't do it again. The boss will let you out of here soon enough. Excuse me, can I please have a spoon?
_Wisp said I'm going up yonder. To be with my lord. I'm going up yonder.
A spoon for your soup? Aren't we the fine noblemen?
_Wisp said sorry.
Wait a minute, I'll go get you one. I have no idea what that means either. If you're saying song lyrics, they're a mystery to me. Wait, what? Netflix is really annoying. Ryu, do you want my carrots? This'll do.
Haunted _Wisp said yay, they are choir lyrics from middle school.
Oh, choir. Let me see what you have on you. Why? We're gonna bust out of here.
Haunted _Wisp said they will forever be burned into my brain.
Luckily, I forgot all my choir songs. They won't expect us to make a run for it so soon. Let's see. Flint, an oily rag, some rope. Excellent, this will do just fine, but first we have to get out of this cell. Now, we just bend the spoon like this, and... There, it's open. They won't catch us this time. Yawn, all that ruckus earlier really wiped me out. The door is locked. Hey, give me that flint, that rag and flint. I'll just light this. Huh? What's that smell? Ah! Okay, now's our chance. Let's go, Ryu. There must be a way out. Ryu, they'll catch us. Let's escape to the balcony. Ryu, give me that rope. Okay, good. I'll go first. Ryu, what we saw on the night of the attack. When I think about Captain Rout and that man he was talking to, it might be dangerous to go back to Kyaro. But I still want to go back. Your sister Nanami is waiting for you there too. She's probably worried sick. Let's go back to Kyaro Town. Yeah, that's where we grew up. We can't forget it so easily. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Do, do. Now then, for our next performance, let's see. Ah, you over there. Yes, you. Okay, you're the right height and you've got a cute face to boot. Come on, get over here. Hurry, hurry. Ryu? Everybody, attention, please, attention. Here she is, our knife-throwing, expert. Hey, that's not how I told you to say it. Here she is, our beautiful and famous mistress of throwing knives, Ellie. Feast your eyes on her magnificent face and skill. Sorry, but I'd stay still if I were you. Her aim has been a little off lately. But don't worry. But don't worry too much. Oh, I'm covering. But don't worry too much. I've got some good salves and stuff. Here we go. Stay still, move a hair to the right, move a hair to the left. Just I'll stay still. Bananas? Who does a throwing knife thing with bananas?
Haunted_Wisp said I don't know if salves and stuff would convince me to do that.
Better be some damn good salves. Salve that could mend your fractured bone back together. Yeah, let's have a big round of applause. Tips here, please. Hey, you, come help out too. Huh? Me? Thanks for helping us out. We're traveling performers. I'm Reina. I'm Ellie. We're sisters. She's the older one. And me, Bolgan. I'm Joey. This is my friend Rio. We're on our way to Kyaro Town in Highland. Hey, so are we. We've been to all the villages around here, so it's time for somewhere new. The only problem is... I told you it'll be okay. Don't worry about the mist monster. I got your back. The mist monster? To enter Highland, you have to take the North Swallow Pass, but we've heard rumors that a horrible mist monster lives up there. If you guys are headed to Highland, why not go together? Yeah, I'm fine with that. How about you, Ryu? Of course. It's my pleasure to travel with such a beautiful lady. Or no way. I won't be a creep this time. Thank you. Now we can cross the mountain with no worries. Great, thanks a lot, Ryu and Joey. Bolgan happy. Let's see if I can juice their weapons up. How much money do I even have? Not a lot.
Haunted_Wisp said the juice is loose.
He didn't have a fucking hat? God damn, man. Sell those wooden shoes. Well, I doubt I can get much for them. Yeah, just 50. I guess 50 beats nothing.
Haunted_Wisp said beats a beating with a big bag of beats.
Beats a beating with a big bag of beats. Up ahead is a Highland border. There's also a rumor of some mist monster in the area. No one is permitted to enter by order of Mayor Annabelle of Muse. Please go back the way you came. We have to go back. I mean, we have to go to Highland. Sorry, orders are orders. Come on, can't you just bend the rules this once? Sorry, I really can't. Please? Mr. Captain, can we have a little chat? Huh? Please, over this way. Go, but you have to promise to keep your mouth shut. Huh? Why, of course, hee. Rena, don't tell me you. If the nice captain says we can go, then we should take him up with his kind offer. Huh? Rena, what exactly did you do? Hee. Oh, we just had an adult conversation, that's all. Come on, let's go. What? Hurry up and go. Damn, why only the captain? Well, that's what happens when you're the captain, I guess. Blade buddies, actually. Oh, so they were saying that the reasons they canceled Colbert's show was for quote-unquote financial reasons, but it looked like he had highest ratings of any late night talk. What the fuck? Where'd these fucking bandits come from? He pretty much had double the viewers of Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon, it looks like.
Haunted_Wisp said exactly, it makes no sense.
I mean,
Street Corner Becky said some companies don't care about eyeballs if the budget is too high.
No, that's not it. It's because he called out Paramount for settling with the Trump administration for a fairly egregious sum of money. He called it a bribe. He said that his parent company bribed the Trump administration with their settlement. So this is clearly retribution for that.
Street Corner Becky said I will side with him on that one.
Here's the problem. The grand jury testimony is largely about Epstein and Maxwell, not about the rich and powerful men. Those people are still being protected. By the way, the courts usually don't release grand jury testimony. Oh my god. Oh, he announced it to his audience.
I want to let you know something that Oh, hey, everybody. We got a great show for you tonight. Senator Adam Schiff was my guest. We harmonized on Seven Bridges Road. What a voice. I cried. But before we start the show, I want to let you know something that I found out just last night. Next year will be our last season. The network will be ending The Late Show in May. And yeah, I share your feelings. It's not just the end of our show, but it's the end of The Late Show on CBS. I'm not being replaced. This is all just going away. And I do want to say, I do want to say that the folks at CBS have been great partners. I'm so grateful to the Tiffany Network for giving me this chair and this beautiful theater to call home. And of course, I'm grateful to you, the audience, who have joined us. Every night, in here, out there, all around the world, Mr. and Mrs. America and all the ships at sea. I'm grateful to share the stage with this band, these artists over here every night. And I am extraordinarily, deeply grateful to the 200 people who work here. We get to do this show.
Is you gonna say anything else about this?
This show for each other every day, all day. And I've had the pleasure and the responsibility of sharing what we do every day with you in front of this camera for the last 10 years. And let me tell you, it is a fantastic job. I wish somebody else was getting it. And it's a job that I'm looking forward to doing with this usual gang of idiots for another 10 months. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
We're gonna lock in.
Y'all ready?
Let's go.
Y'all ready? Okay. That's all I wanted to say. Dante, let's do the show. Jazz Cowboy, plop it on the poof.
This was the order of events. Paramount acceded to Trump's extortion by paying a bribe. Stephen Colbert calls his employer out for doing that. Paramount fires Stephen Colbert for being honest about Trump, proving Trump's bribe worked. It's crazy that like they're just killing the late show.
On Seven Bridges Road. What a boy!
I can't even remember. Yeah, I mean that was like. I know that show was kind of like given to Letterman as kind of like a compensation prize for not landing the Tonight Show. But I mean, it was a fucking staple. Regardless, it was made into a staple. And again, it had the highest.
Becky said been going since 1993.
Yeah, it had the highest ratings of like the current crop of late night shows. So the fact that it's one thing to like get rid of Colbert, but the fact that they're like getting rid of the entire show is like, that's just, they don't want anything. They don't even want a platform that might allow for a dissenting voice. Like, even if they replaced him with like, you know, somebody that would be friendlier to the administration or whatever, they don't even want the opportunity for that person to like turn on them. Like, there will be no more commentary or satire on this network. That's pretty wild.
Street Corner Becky said doesn't say a lot for the future of Star Trek.
Well, I guess so long as I think the issue isn't like, I think the issue is that Colbert was directly calling out people in power versus a fictional, you know, allegory to current events.
Genetic Memory Farms asks, good evening good peeps, I hope you are all safe and stoned. What's happening? How we doing?
Yo,
Street
what's up?
Corner Becky said guess we're all supposed to bow down to King Trump according to these companies.
What's up, Genetic Memory Farms? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream.
Haunted_Wisp said hey GMF.
If nothing else, tomorrow will be a very interesting news day.
Haunted_Wisp said, why is that?
Are you kidding me? Like, the Wall Street Journal drops this article.
Genetic Memory Farms said, evening Wisp.
They drop this article at the end of the day on a Thursday. And it's pretty clear that their intention is to drip feed. Like, there's more to be said and more to be revealed that they're just kind of like holding off on. But we can expect, like...
Genetic Memory Farms said, I missed the news today. Too busy. What did I miss? Genetic Memory Farms asks?
Asks? Let me see. Oh, why can't I? There we go. Oh, what's the good? I want to find the good. So this dropped at like literally the end of the day. Breaking: the Wall Street Journal has reviewed a book put together for Jeffrey Epstein's 50th birthday. As part of that book, a letter was submitted by Donald Trump. Trump's letter featured a drawing of a naked woman and this text, which imagines a conversation between Trump and Epstein. It isn't clear how the letter with Trump's signature was prepared. Inside, the outline of the naked woman was a typewritten note styled as an imaginary conversation between Trump and Epstein, written in the third person. Voiceover. Oh, geez. This starts with a quote, so Donald Trump wrote voiceover. There must be more to life than having everything, the note began. Donald. Yes, there is, but I won't tell you what it is. Jeffrey. Nor will I, since I also know what it is. Donald. We have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Jeffrey. Yes, we do, come to think of it. Donald. Enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? Jeffrey. As a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you. Trump. A pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday. And may every day be another wonderful secret. This is what the Wall Street Journal is saying is a typewritten letter that also contained, they said it had a picture, like an outline of a woman's shape, and Donald Trump's signature was he signed it, because this was like a letter to Epstein for his birthday. He signed it, Donald Trump, but his signature also doubled as the shapely woman's pubes. Is what the Wall Street Journal are reporting is in this book that was compiled for Jeffrey Epstein's birthday, 50th birthday. We have certain things in common, Jeffrey. And again, like, this isn't an actual conversation between Trump and Epstein. This is I guess, a mock conversation that Donald Trump created, as if, like, this is the conversation he imagines he would have with Jeffrey Epstein. Enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? As a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you. Yeah, and Trump, like, is having a full-blown meltdown. The right wing's having a full-blown meltdown. Like, things are getting pretty wild right now. Like, you know that things... Another thing that came out today. Like... Oh, where is it? Oh yeah, Nazis like Nick Fuentes are like, once you, like, Nick Fuentes isn't a trustworthy person. So, but once you see him saying, fuck you, you suck, you're a fat joke, you're stupid, not funny, etc., etc., it's just like what I mentioned before. He, like all the others, see the writing on the wall. Like, there's only one way this is going to end, and it's not well for Trump or his supporters.
Said he's Teflon Don. Nothing sticks no matter how egregious it is.
Oh, this is what I said. Oh man, they're actually releasing real health data, because this is what came out earlier today before the Wall Street Journal dropped. They knew that Wall Street Journal was going to drop this report, so ahead of time they renounced Trump has been diagnosed with chronic venous insufficiency, which I guess, because it came out, there was those pictures of his hands and his ankles. His ankles were super swollen, and his hands had bruising and shit all over it.
Genetic Memory Farms said, think any of it will matter though? People have already either drank or poured out the Kool-Aid.
I mean, yeah, it matters. Are you kidding me? Fuck yeah, it matters. Like, this is real shit. And like, I think it's only going to expand from here on out. But yeah, they put out this report, the physician to the president. In recent weeks, Donald Trump noticed mild swelling in his lower legs, keeping a routine medical care, blah, 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 basically saying, yeah, his veins are fucked up. You know, which is a sign of like heart failure. But the thing is, if you remember how Donald Trump is, over the past 10 years, everything you've ever heard from the motherfucker was he's in perfect health. There's nothing wrong with him. He is 6'2", 220 pounds, despite the fact that, you know, we clearly see he's more than 220 pounds. Like, he's always made a point to make sure that the very image and any kind of conversation around his health that was being had was nothing short of like an Adonis. So the fact that they were willing to break from like the Adonis, you know, I could do play a hole in one and all this other weird Kim Jong-il great leader shit around his physical, they're willing to part with that image around his physical self and tell people, oh yeah, he's actually like a fucking dying old man. To me, that's as much evidence as I need to know that this shit's real. It's got him shaken, like he is shook, and we really don't know from where it's gonna go from here. Like, you even have like Nancy Pelosi is coming out here saying the Epstein files are a distraction, but it's like, fucking, who cares? Who cares? Even from like a crass, cynical political point of view, doesn't matter if they're a distraction, if they're fucking hurting your opposition. You lean into it, but she's only saying this because she knows there are Democrats that she's close to, and maybe some of her donors that she's close to, that are more than likely to be implicated in that files, which is why I'm saying release those files and let's burn everything. Get all those, none of those people deserve, if you're in the Epstein files, you don't deserve to be protected. Don't give a shit if you're a Democrat or not. Get all of this shit out of here. So yeah, this has been a running development pretty much since 6 p.m. Pretty much since 6 p.m. or so. Not really a good idea to free scroll Twitter on stream.
About his house, so I thought that was. They have not always been forthcoming about his house, so I thought that was a win.
That's really important. He supposedly got shot in the ear. We never heard from his doctors on that.
Did you say supposedly?
When did we hear from his doctors? When did we hear from his doctors?
Hold on, if y'all stop screaming at the table, maybe I can actually respond.
Supposedly?
Hold on.
Supposedly.
Okay.
That's where we are now.
Hold on a second. Teray, he was shot in the ear.
Thank you for clearing that up.
All right.
But we hear from the doctors. We would
Part
always
two.
hear from his doctors.
Did we hear from his doctors? Did we hear from his doctors?
Is this really
Scott,
your argument?
I mean,
is this
Scott,
the best
did we hear
argument
from
you
his
have?
doctors?
I mean, all I know is I went to the Republican
That would
National
be no.
Convention and he had
That would be no.
a bandage on his ear.
All right.
no.
I don't.
He had blood on his
Donald Trump was
face.
not
Let
shot.
me-
Where did it come
Let me
from?
just hold on a second,
Why?
The
guys.
discourse
Why-
on news is
why-
fucking insane. They're really, like, this is entertaining the conspiracy that Trump faked his own assassination attempt, which I still can't get behind that one, man. That firefighter dude got blasted in the head. He's dead. Like, was that a part of fake? I don't know, man. I can't get on board with that. I can't. I mean, I'm not gonna fight too hard against it, you know, for crass political purposes, but it's kind of crazy. Like, it's one thing to have these arguments on Twitter, but for CNN to be openly entertaining the Trump faked his own assassination attempt discourse, while talking about, again, it all stems from, you know, oh, all of a sudden he wants to talk real about his health condition. Like, shit's getting weird. Like, shit is getting weird right now. Like, I don't know. Wait, what? Oh my God. Le'Veon Bell? Why is this in my feed? They should send the Epstein list to everyone's phones like that U2 album. Okay, that's kind of funny. All right, Le'Veon Bell, I'll give you that one. Yeah, but I just think that, like, tomorrow, as the fallout from this continues, I do think that the Wall Street Journal has a lot more than just that book. I think they're sitting on a lot. Oh, Midas Touch is going wild with it. Midas Touch is pretty fucking...
Jeffrey Epstein was running...
They're pretty unhinged about things.
Running a sex trafficking ring in the early 2000s that included underage girls as young women as much as... I would love some of that.
Stage before show. 10 years.
They're just putting together all the greatest hits. They're putting together all of the greatest hits. Revealed Trump has launched his mini. Yeah, we already know that. Don't need to listen to that fucking guy. This.
President Trump suggesting that the FBI should look into the Epstein case, but not.
Oh yeah, he's been calling it a hoax too.
Actions, but because he says it's a scam pushed by Democrats.
But they ought to look into the Jeffrey Epstein hoax too, because that's another hoax that's frankly put out by the pushing the Republicans and put out by the Democrats.
Just to be specific on timing, Epstein was investigated and arrested during Trump's first term. Now, Trump and Epstein, of course, were once friends. Trump's talked about that in the same circles decades ago. This photograph goes all the way back to 1997 in Mar-a-Lago, so it's a long time ago. And Trump hasn't been accused of any wrongdoing in the Epstein case. Out front now is Jack O'Donnell, the former president and chief operating officer of the Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino. Jack, just as all this conversation comes up, we've talked to you many times over
the suikoden music is like providing a little bit extra tension.
In an important period, 1987 to 1990, and I know that's we talk about a lot of this friendship going back that long. You heard the name Jeffrey Epstein a lot during the time you worked with Trump. Can you tell us about their friendship?
This guy looks like the Orville Wittenbacher.
Sure.
Why do I even remember that name?
It's laughable that it wasn't a good friendship, if not his best friend during those days. I mean, he frequently came down to Atlantic City, the two of them, to attend special events. I heard reference in several conversations, and in one conversation where I had to specifically talk to him about Epstein and his presence in the casino. So it was. It was, in my mind, it was his best friend. From really the time I was there, for 4 years. His name was, not constant, but it came up quite a bit.
And you're saying they would, from what you would call, come down to the casino together. I mean, Trump has called Epstein a terrific guy, a lot of fun to be with. Now, that was a New York Magazine interview all the way back in 2002, predating any of these, any knowledge of Epstein's nefarious actions. More recently, Trump has downplayed his relationship with Epstein. Back in 2019, he said this is right after Jack Epstein was taken into custody.
I knew him like everybody in Palm Beach knew him. I mean, people in Palm Beach knew him. He was a fixture in Palm Beach. I was not a fan of his. That I can tell you. I was not a fan of his.
That doesn't really fit with what you're saying.
No, Aaron, it doesn't. And, one incident that I think kind of, proves their closeness and how much they hung out together. One time, a Monday morning, I came in and the commission was waiting. The inspectors were waiting at my office. And Donald and Jeffrey had come into the casino in the wee hours of Sunday morning, 1:30 in the morning. Two buddies. They had 3 women with them, and the commission was waiting for me because they had determined that
Genetic Memory Farms said the popcorn guy, Orville Raisin Bucker.
To be on the casino. And when I asked them how they knew that, by the way, down or under, because they had determined that the women that they brought down were underage to be on the casino. And when I asked them,
Haunted Daco 12 said Corn Pop is a bad dude.
3 ranked tennis player in the world. Okay. And this guy happened to be a tennis fan. What? And he said, Jack, I know she's 19 years old. Okay. So, and to get on a helicopter with a friend and 3 other people and fly down to Atlantic City, I mean, you can connect those dots. They were pretty
at 1:30 in the morning. And just to be clear, the story, when you say underage for the casino would be 21, right? So not necessarily legally underage girls, right? Not in that case.
No, not in the sense of a minor, so to speak, that's been described with Epstein. They were underage to be in the casino, and they knew for fact that one of them was 19 years old. Nobody carded them, by the way, because either the commission staff or my staff, because they were intimidated to do so. And that's why the commission was actually going to fine me for Donald's discretion. Now, one of the things that they made me do is they made me call him. And I had to, believe it or not, read him the riot act about this action because they gave him a break. Back in those days, and I think even today, the fines are substantial. They can even suspend your license for letting minors in the casino. And I had to call them and say, look, they're giving you a break this time. But if this happens again, the fine is going to be substantial and it's going to be on your head. And oh, by the way, it's not going to look good. You and this guy Epstein coming down here with these young women.
What did he say?
Oh, well, he was shocked that they let him off the hook, first off. He was flabbergasted. He said, I can't believe they're letting, they're not throwing the book at me. Nobody gives me a break. And that really was his reaction.
Nobody gives me a break.
And I did tell him in that conversation, I don't think you should be hanging out with this guy, just so you know. And you certainly shouldn't be doing that in Atlantic City.
All right, Jack O'Donnell, thank you very much.
I mean, I think you're just going to... There isn't a lot there to that particular story, but I feel like this is just a part of, like, when I mentioned earlier that I think tomorrow is going to be an interesting news day, a part of it is like there is going to be a media dogpiling, and depending on what else Wall Street Journal might drip feed out that they may have, the level of that dogpiling could be... It'll be interesting, to say the least. It'll be interesting. So that's what I was alluding to earlier. And that, I guess, is a little bit of what you missed today here, Genetic Memory Farms. What the fuck is going on with that guy's head?
Haunted_Wisp said I missed it too and I watched the news.
Again, that stuff dropped at the end of the day. Like, the health report thing was a little bit before that.
Haunted Taco 12 said I stay away from the news for my own sanity these days, lol. Haunted Taco 12 said I need to keep my faith in humanity.
It's a funny picture.
Haunted Taco 12 said Yolda 6th Suki.
I stay from the news for my own sanity these days. You give me a feeling you have any? Hey, what's up, Taco? Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing tonight?
Street Corner Becky said Yolda 6th Suki.
I don't know where that Suki is. She's running around downstairs somewhere.
Genetic Memory Farm said sounds like a lot of messy people who don't know how to cover their tracks.
Well, of course, they're fucking incompetent. That's always been the thing
Haunted
about
Taco 12
Republicans
said
in
I'm
general.
doing pretty good, eating some homemade buffalo chicken dip.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, these guys have always been incredibly incompetent, so of course their incompetence was going to, end up tripping them up. Wait, what is this? Gavin Newsom needs to calm down, too.
Quiet about Jeffrey Epstein. Fox. There is
Newsmax.
obviously some who will not be covering big developments like Comey's daughter and her comments today. I mean, Trump told MAGA to be quiet about Jeffrey Epstein. Fox News obeyed. Fox News falling in line with Trump's Epstein plea, but will the rest
12
of MAGA
said openly
media
denying
comply?
Epstein and
We'll
the
play a little
presence
bit.
of a
This
list is
Rob Schmidt
insane.
addressing all of this on his show here on Newsmax last night.
Again, this is what MAGA voters voted for. A government for the people, where the rich and the powerful get the same justice as the rest of us. You may have noticed the Epstein story was almost nowhere to be found, though, on Fox News these last couple of days. After months of very consistent
Newsmax.
coverage, it's pretty obvious that a lot of people don't really know what to do with this. There's a lot of people that are very scared because it's clear that the White House didn't want this to be a subject, but Trump's base, his supporters and base, care about it.
I mean, Hogan, there is obviously some who will not be covering big developments like Comey's daughter and her comments today. I mean, Trump told MAGA to be quiet about Jeffrey Epstein. Fox News.
I mean, the Comey's daughter thing is... It's neither here nor there. It's definitely a symbol of something fucked up happening. She was the one that was part of the investigation into Epstein. And also, she was a part of the Diddy investigation, too. And that guy just got off of the worst charges, at least. So it's not a good look to, in the midst of all of this Epstein denial, like, turn around and fire her. Yeah, this is what I think, too. This is what I was saying earlier. This isn't hard. Donald never releases anything negative about his own health. He won't even release the truth about his height and weight. Admitting an illness to distract from Epstein files means the files are very bad indeed. I think you're going to see a drip feeding. I think we might see a drip feeding. Nobody in the government is willingly going to release that shit. It's going to have to either be like a hack. It's going to have to be hacked and fucking put onto like some fucking FTP server somewhere, or it's going to have to be like some suicide by cop whistleblower.
Haunted Taco 12 said because a lot of people in the government are on it.
Well, a lot of powerful people, but not like staffers. Staffers and fucking, day-to-day salary men aren't on it, but they're not gonna want to fucking run afoul the powerful people. Again, unless it's like a suicide by cop kind of situation, then maybe if we get a whistleblower that's on that tip, they might be willing to me heal up. They might be willing to take the figurative and maybe even literal bullet for it. But nobody in the government is gonna be like, all right, here it is, everybody.
Haunted Taco 12 said someone has to take one for the team.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how it comes to that, but it's considering what's happening now, it's hard for me to imagine like too much of the toothpaste is out of the tube right now. Too much of the toothpaste is out of the tube. So there's gonna have to be something. It's like that scene out of The Dark Knight Rises. They expect one of us to be in the wreckage, brother. Like, someone's gonna have to be in the wreckage for this one. Forget this guy could attack twice in a round. That kind of sucks.
Haunted Taco 12 said, I mean, if Diddy can get off though, it makes you worry on who else can, especially if they're even more powerful.
That's kind of like the vibe that I get is like, with Epstein dead and Ghislaine Maxwell.
Farms asks take one for the team, like Luigi?
It's gonna have to be another Luigi-esque person, I guess. But like, with Epstein dead and Ghislaine Maxwell in prison, I get the sense that like, all of these people who were their clients...
Haunted Taco 12 asks if the list gets out, will it even really matter?
All of these people who were their clients are like, jonesing. They're like fiending for their next fix. So they're like, we gotta get Diddy out there, man. There's gotta be someone. We took too many people off the beat. Wait, what? No. You... They're like, we took too many people off the beat. We can't have Epstein dead and Ghislaine Maxwell in prison and Diddy also in prison. We need our underage child ring fix from somewhere. Maybe that's why when Trump was first inaugurated, like the first thing he did was import Andrew Tate and his brother. They were like, where are we gonna find some traffickers? We need some traffickers. He's like, oh, these guys are traffickers. Let's get them over here. If the list gets out, will it even matter? Yeah. Yeah, it'll matter. Yeah, that'll be crazy.
Haunted Taco 12 said Luigi is unfortunately the only way to solve people like that are Luigi.
Like, I think that maybe I understand why the cynicism exists for sure, but I think maybe the level of cynicism that exists out there right now it's a little too much. It's a little too far. Like, the whole will it matter if all of the names of, like, you know, people who generally already have like negative approval ratings, so to speak. Like, no one thinks highly of like the shadowed elite, right? I mean, we clearly saw that when Luigi allegedly killed a fucking dude in literal 4K, and the entire country's response to that was celebration. Like, these guys aren't liked. And it's not like they're untouchable.
Haunted Taco 12 said, I think it will matter too, but I'm hoping that nobody revealed can get away.
Gotcha, bitch. That was close. You were right, Rena. It's a good thing Rio and his friend were with us. It sure was. Rio and I couldn't have handled it alone either.
Haunted Taco 12 said everyone on that list deserves an unspeakable hell.
Let's get moved. Let's get moving. I think we're just about through the pass. I mean, you know how, child sex offenders are treated in prison. Like, any one of those people revealed on the list very likely going to end up getting, getting ripped apart, drawn and quartered by the angry masses.
Genetic Memory Farms said, I don't know, man. 95 million eligible voters didn't bother. Apathy is strong with this bunch. Haunted Taco 12 said Mussolini'd.
You're too obsessed with that, Memory Farms, man. You're way too obsessed with that particular thing. Like, there is a difference between voter apathy and just, the general vibe that society has towards child molesters. I shouldn't even have to explain that part. Just the vibe that society has against powerful people in general. A part of the reason why that apathy exists in large portions of society is because of, the level of anger.
Becky said, less than half of the population even votes.
Because a lot of those people don't fucking think that they have any sense of power over powerful people. That's the issue. But it doesn't mean that they don't want shit to happen. Every society always devolves at some point in time, and I don't know if this is that point for us or if we're still a little ways off, but every society at some point in time always devolves into angry mobs, and it devolves into peasant riots.
Genetic Memory Farm said, except rich people don't go to prison.
They used to.
Becky
That's the
said,
problem.
I said that because it shows you can't use registered votes to say how an overall society feels.
Rich people used to be, that's the thing, white collar crime used to be actually a crime. And it wasn't until Reagan slowly started peeling back, white collar crime isn't a real crime. Real crimes are committed by poor people. But if the crime is on a balance sheet, then that's not really a crime. Who's really getting hurt? It's hyper accelerated when Clinton repealed Glass-Steagall. So the issue in part is that there is a contingent of people in all the key areas of society that ardently believe that white-collar crime isn't a real crime. Those guys used to go to jail for shit like that. Not quite so much anymore. You can if you rip off, the wrong person. If you do white-collar crime against a rich person, then yeah, you're gonna go to prison. Look at Bernie Madoff. Look at Martin Shkreli. You do white-collar crime by, frauding investors and shit, then yeah, you're gonna go to prison. But if you do white collar crime against just regular ass people, no, you're more than likely to be okay. That's a recent-ish development in our society, but that's also a part of why people have lost faith in institutions and etc. So
Genetic Memory
that
Farms
doesn't
said
change
people
though.
are too lazy to go out and form mobs. They do it on Twitter now.
We just watched 2% of the population all do a protest on No King's Day, which is psychotic. And we also watched during COVID, huge swaths of the population
Taco 12
literally
said even if
take to the
white-collar
streets.
criminals go to prison, usually they're pretty cushy.
We just saw them go to the streets over George Floyd. They burned down a fucking Wendy's in an apartment complex in Minnesota, and the action of the people burning down.
Becky said people in general are just trying to survive. We don't all have time in our lives to form mobs and protest.
The people, the let me see, hold on a second.
Genetic Memory Farm said you're entitled to your opinion, but my life experience has taught me most of the time apathy is the dominant emotion people act, or more importantly don't act on.
Well, I mean, that's also your opinion too. But my opinion is informed by shit like this. Like, 54% of Americans think burning down Minneapolis police precinct was justified. That's a fucking insane, and this was like right in the teeth of this shit too. That's an insane fucking headline, and you can't tell me that apathy is driving 54% of respondents thinking that taking a radically violent action, you know, is justified. I can't get on board with that. I just don't think that's true. Like, and that was like fucking 5 years ago. Like, I do understand, like, the apathy play. I get that. But everybody, and I guess maybe this is the ultimate thing here, the ultimate decider. Everybody has their limit. Even the most apathetic person you know has their limit. Everybody has their breaking point. Everybody has their line, where if something crosses it, that apathy is overruled by anger, by whatever sort of empathy that might drive them into action, you know? And it's different for everybody. Sometimes what drives you to doing advocacy and organizing in your community isn't going to drive somebody else to even read an article about the thing that you're passionate about. You know, it's different for everybody. But if it's one thing I could say is the closest thing that we have to a universal line in our society, it's crimes against children.
Genetic Memory Farm said yes I can, because it depends on who you ask.
Like, crimes against children, well, what I'm saying is, like,
12
if
said
it's
a
one
lot of
thing,
people only really care when it impacts them in a way they're not blind to.
but if it's one thing that is the closest to a universal line, even with people who only react to things that happen to them, if the one thing that is the closest to the universal line, it's crimes against children. Like, that's what I'm trying to get at here, is like, if ever there was any kind of thing that was going to, I don't know what the right word is, maybe galvanize the general populace against a group of people, and the group of people in this instance would generally be elites. Because we still don't know. I mean, Trump is kind of like making himself the poster child of this Epstein thing with his psychotic devotion to denying that it's real. But it is still, even he, in his symbolism, is just a stand-in for elites who think they can get away with anything. Elites who think they can get away with... There is no such thing as a crime if you have enough money. Like, he's kind of serving as a stand-in for that. And if ever there was anything that was going to be like a universal line that even those guys can cross, it's crimes against kids. It's heinous crimes against kids. So that's why I'm like, this might be different. I think this is gonna be, it has the potential to be very different depending on if, you know, more stuff comes out.
Haunted Taco 12 said you can get away with a lot with money, but not everything.
Like, there's always going to be a line. And a part of the reason why you see this massive schism starting to develop in the Republican Party is because there are Republicans who know that, okay, there's this general idea that we can just do whatever we want because who cares? That's how Republicans have been governing since, you know, Jesus, since I've been able to pay attention to politics. Like, they just do whatever they want. And it's always frustrated me. Like, why do Democrats adhere to, like, rules and bylaws and, oh, but the Senate parliamentarian said we can't do this, so we can't do this. But Republicans can just do whatever the fuck they want. They say, fuck all, and then, you know, rules don't apply to them. Like, there's a level of that type of governance that I think drives some apathy that might be frustrating people. But I think part of the reason why there's such a schism developing on the right is because there are a lot of people on the right that recognize that this isn't one of those situations. This isn't a ignore a court order kind of situation. Like, if you ignore a court order, about mass deportation and someone shows up to your town hall pissed off about it, like, most of these guys in office, they're lawyers anyways, so they can weasel their way around some weird fucking archaic law or executive order about how the executive branch has authority to do X, Y, and Z over the border in times of a national crisis, and a national crisis is defined as this, and then there's this statute and this law, there's all sorts of wiggle room that Republicans can use around things that might piss people off but aren't openly salacious. That's the thing about this Epstein thing, is it's grotesquely salacious. It's the beating heart of the things that drives interest in society. It's like sex sells. It's like sex, but it's not the kind of sex that normal people want to buy. This isn't the thing they're buying. This isn't a titty model on Instagram, or whatever else it might be. This isn't like some woman on a movie poster that's posing with her ass out, so she could draw people into the theaters. This isn't that. This is a Lovecraftian horror of that type of thing, of the sex sells kind of. And it doesn't even feel right to label it as that, but it's just that because the root of this is sexual in nature, it has that salaciousness that even people who don't care about immigration law, they don't care about, we need to organize to sign a petition so that, the power plant down the way doesn't dump their toxins into our drinking supply, our water supply. Like, people that don't really care about that sort of thing and can't be made to care about that sort of thing, they understand the salacious nature of sex crimes. They will be drawn into it if they so feel compelled to be. If it's a local pastor, they'll just be like, damn, what the fuck? The Catholic Church again? Or whatever. But if it's something big like this, and by the way, this isn't just like out of left field. This shit has been stoked for years. And it really came to a head with Pizzagate. And then QAnon, and then driving up like the whole idea behind QAnon being like Donald Trump and JFK Jr. JFK Jr. is not dead. He's alive in secret, and he's helping Donald Trump arrest all the pedos in Washington. And Pizzagate and Hillary Clinton, they have a pizza parlor they go to where they change kids. And by the way, Wayfair, there's like a $12,000 ottoman on Wayfair called Anthony. That's secretly code for a boy named Anthony that they sell to people on Wayfair. And all that shit has been ginned up for so many years. And even after the Hillary Clinton shit, it's still the same thing. Like, QAnon still went ass wild with all of that. Trump was out there pushing like, the Democrats and Epstein and all that. Bongino and Cash Patel, they whipped people up into a frenzy because they also know what I just said is true. And that is that people who otherwise wouldn't care about like tax law can get whipped up into a frenzy over something salacious. And that's a real strong driver in trying to get people to the polls to vote. It's a double-edged sword, because then once you're in there, you got to do it. And with this guy's name all over the fucking files, obviously he was never going to do it. I didn't believe for a second that anything Epstein related was going to come out. But he's got no choice. He's backed himself into a wall because he whipped up his base into a frenzy, thinking, oh yeah, okay, we're going to get all the fucking pedophiles out of Washington now. This is the whole thing. This is our raison d'etre. I don't know if someone with an accent like this would say raison d'etre, but I'm going to say raison d'etre because this is what my raison d'etre is. We're going to get them pedos out of Washington with our boy Trump. That's their whole driving philosophy. And it was made that because they recognized that they could get people whipped up into a frenzy because, again, going back to my original thesis, the closest thing we have...
asks, was that a Creole accent?
I don't know what kind of accent that was. The closest thing we have in our society to a universal line that we all agree should never be crossed are sex crimes against children. That's the one universal thing, so...
Haunted Taco 12
no
just redeemed no surprise there.
I guess it kind of was a, oh man, I forget the guy's... Blankenship. I guess it was a Blankenship kind of accent. But he's another one of those guys. Blankenship. Roy Blankenship? A lot of weirdos, man. But I don't know. We have to see. I think that the Wall Street Journal has more.
Haunted Doggo 12 said Don. Street corner Becky said reminded me of former friend from the Waterboy.
Don Blankenship. That's right. Don Blankenship. The problem, another part of the problem is like Democrats just aren't using this the way that they should. I mean, because their guys are all implemented in it too. So it's a tough situation, man. It's a tough situation. People are speculating that it's Dan Bongino that's kind of leaking stuff to the Wall Street Journal. I have no reason to believe at all that that's true, but I just hope that there is some white hat scumbag somewhere in the FBI, in Kash Patel's FBI, that's like, you know what, I'm just gonna drop this document off at my local beat reporter's office and maybe make some copies and put them out on the dark web or whatever. And see what happens from there. Tomorrow's going to be interesting, I think. I think tomorrow will still be interesting one way or another, because he's got to have to talk to the press. I mean, Trump is going to have to talk to the press. They got to ask him about it. Of course, he's going to deny it, but the guy's a fucking idiot. And he's just as senile as Biden was, and becoming more so by the day. So there's no telling what he's going to say throughout the course of trying to defend himself. Ryu, what that mercenary captain said does have me worried, but I'm still going to try heading home. Nanami's probably worried sick, so you should do the same. But be careful, okay?
Haunted
I'll see you later.
12 said the leaker and whistleblower unfortunately is likely going to die.
I mean, they've got to realize that. I mean, the impetus for all of this is, you know, Epstein didn't kill himself, right? That's the impetus for all of this. Oh, okay, he just looks around, huh? Which, you know, in and of itself implies that there's somebody out there willing to take extreme measures to keep this shit in the dark. Which is the part of what makes it crazy that Trump and his ilk went so hard on campaigning on this sort of thing. Trump in particular, if he knew that he was likely to be ultra implicated, like super ultra implicated in these files because of his close connection to Epstein, why the fuck would he ever willingly, voluntarily get out on a campaign trail and make it like his core brand proposition? Like, it makes zero sense. But, I mean, I guess if the guy's been getting away with crimes his whole life...
Haunted Doggo 12 said because he's stupid.
I mean, obviously...
Genetic Memory Farms said I don't know, maybe. But again, Sandy Hook would say that kids don't matter that much to people.
I get why you would say that. But, again, it's kind of... It's the combination of things. Americans are desensitized to gun violence, unfortunately, but... the sex crime nature of this story gives it that salacious sort of tinge. And again, that line, when I said that the one universal line we have in this country, I said sex crimes against children, not like gun crimes. Clearly gun crimes of any sort, way down low on the list, whether it's against children or against worshipers at a church, against shoppers at a Walmart, you know, even against country people, country music fans at that Vegas concert. Gun violence, low priority.
Gilf Connoisseur said he ran on releasing the list. He can't be on it. Biden must have edited it, his base probably.
I mean, he's been trying to get his base to believe that, like, Obama and Clinton and Comey wrote the Epstein files, which makes zero sense in the context of, like, when Epstein was first arrested. He was arrested during the W administration, and when Epstein was arrested the second time and killed, and that happened in the Trump administration. Like, if Obama and all of them wrote that shit, why didn't they deploy it? Like, why didn't they deploy it? Like, not only why didn't they deploy it in 2016, maybe they just thought.
Genetic Memory Farms said ego.
Maybe they
Haunted Daco 12 said, are we still talking about Epstein?
Maybe they just thought that, like, oh, we don't need to go that far because, you know, it's Trump, Hillary Clinton will beat him, and then that'll be that. Okay, so they underestimated him in 2016. But 2020? 2024? Why wouldn't they release it in 2024? Biden had the presidency. He had the Justice Department on his side. If he really wrote it up to be all super salacious and super salacious lies against Trump, seems like the best time to deploy it would have been 2024.
Said we need Elon to take one for the team Kappa.
Elon. How are you? Are you okay? You're not hurt. Where have you been? Everyone in your unit was really killed? Well, were they? Oh, thank goodness. I was so worried.
Was onto something with that tweet.
I mean, it wasn't on. I mean, we all knew, though. We all knew. Like, to whatever extent.
Daco 12 said if only he went the entire way.
To whatever extent, we don't have that information just yet, but we all knew. And I don't know if Elon knows.
_Wisp said I'm up for a good old-fashioned blowjob controversy.
Like, I don't know if Elon knows. I don't know if his Doge dudes got in there and stole some files for themselves. I don't know. Like, there's no real reason for me to believe that Elon would go so far if he had the ability to, but shit, maybe. I don't know. Maybe he would. Maybe he's ripping some fierce ketamine that's driving him to send some body emails with some vicious attachments to them. Are you sure you're okay? Did you eat anything funny? Hey, is it true that you were infiltrated by Joustin spies? I heard that's how you were all ambushed. Well, they say there were 2 spies. There's a lot of soldiers hunting them down as we speak, so I'm sure they'll catch them soon. Oh, hey, how's Joey? Is he okay? Well, is he? Is he? Really? Thank goodness. So the 2 of you must have come back together, right? Wait, the 2 of you? Ah! What? No way. There's no way you and Joey could be the spies, right? That's way too silly, right? But Captain Rao did come and say to tell him if you came home, so... Let's run away, Ryu. Don't worry, whatever you did, I'll always be here for you. Now, let's get out of here. Oh, wait a minute. I almost forgot. Over here, Ryu.
Genetic Memory Farms said not enough Luigis in the world.
Come on, we've got to say goodbye to Grambach and Kaku. Good, okay,
Haunted Daco 12 said there's been too much lore building for the past few thousand years.
Too much lore building. Grambach and Kaku, we may never come back here, but please always watch over Ryu and me, please. Okay, now we're ready. Let's go. Yeah, I could agree with you on that one.
Haunted Daco 12 said we need a few boring years.
Let's take the small days. It would be nice to have some boring, stable years.
Genetic Memory Farms said also stealing government data is kind of a national extension of capitalism. Grab all you can.
Huh? What? No. You're Ryu, aren't you? We hereby place you under arrest as a spy for the city-state of Jousted. Now, come along quietly. No, I won't let you take him. Ryu, get ready. If we fight just like Grandpa Kinkaku taught us, we can't lose. Is this the new one? Oh, no. This is just commenting on the old one. Okay. There's some interesting videos. The guy that interviewed the Sega guy has a video about the cancellation of Perfect Dark. It's an hour long, though. I don't know if I want to watch that. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, boop, beep, boop, 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 beep, boop, beep, boop. Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop. Beep, boop, beep, boop. Anyways.
Haunted Taco 12 said I'm going to go build my Falx Empire in space.
Falx. Long time no see, Ryu. Please don't make this any harder than it has to be. Do it as a favor for your old
Haunted
commanding
Taco
officer.
12 said that's right.
Captain, why? The real world's a complex place. Things aren't so black and white when you're an adult. Now take them away. Eek! No, stop! Let me go. Get your filthy hands off me.
Haunted Taco 12 said Falx.
Falx. So you don't believe me then? I do not. I once called you my son, but no more. From this day forth, you are no longer an Atreides. Why? Why won't you believe me? We're family, aren't we? Or is the blood in my veins? It pains me to look at you, Joey. I can never accept someone who has committed treason as a member of the Atreides family. Now then, come with us. Goodbye, big brother. Oh wait, you're not my big brother anymore. Goodbye, Joey. Please, let me see Mother one last time. Let me speak to her. Rosa said she doesn't want to see you. That can't be.
Haunted Taco 12
That's
said
a
you all
lie.
can have Earth. We'll have a
Stop.
ship we call the Ark with 2 of every animal and a vault with every seed. And we will go.
Let me go. I want to see my mother.
Street Corner Becky asks, is this a Mass Effect reference? Haunted Taco 12 said no.
Oof. Oh, Rio, Nanami, they got you too? Despite our best
Haunted
efforts.
Taco 12 said it's a Bible reference.
But why do they think you're spies? Allow me to tell you. What's up, Suki? Okay. Rogue meow. Nothing to worry about. Rogue meow. Allow me to tell you.
Haunted Doco 12 said it's some book that some guy wrote a long time ago.
Bible reference. Captain.
Street Corner Becky said I meant the false thing.
Oh, that's space communism
Haunted
meme.
Doco 12 said no.
Suki. I have to say, I'm impressed you survived that plunge into the river. Why are you doing this? Was the jousted ambush all a lie? And who was that man? I'm sorry, Rio, Joey.
Haunted Doco 12 said fully automated luxury gay space communism.
Luca Blight, Prince of the Highland Kingdom, has great ambitions, and as it happens, so do I. The prince? Why would one of the royal family do something like
Street
this?
Corner Becky said okay.
Prince Luca needed a sacrifice to realize his ambitions. A unit of Highland youths massacred in a vicious ambush by the city-states of Jousted. What better news to whip the people into a frenzy? What do you think, little girl? Aren't those jousting animals just horrible? Well, if I thought that Ryu and Joey had been killed by the city-states, I would never forgive them. But I wouldn't have known the truth. Exactly. Even a lie can become the truth if it's never uncovered. Prince Luca needs to fan the flames of war to achieve his plans. And I have some pretty big plans of my own, too. I don't want to be a captain of a bunch of kids. No, I want a job that brings in some real coin. And in order to get that, I need you two to die as a pair of vile, no-good spies. The truth of what really happened will perish here with you. But you can't do that. And that's why you killed all our friends? Robbed them of their lives?
Haunted Doco 12 just redeemed a cob. Lumia Stream said Haunted Doco 12 has redeemed a cob for 100 points.
I think Roud is maybe a little bit beyond a cab. He's more like a nab. Sorry, that's really all I can say. Well, it's just about time. Captain Roud, the preparations are complete. I guess this is it, boys. We'll spare you the long drawn-out trial. As for the little lady, well, her time will come too, though at a later date. Damn it, you won't get away with this. What's all the commotion over there?
Haunted_Wisp said the end. Haunted_Wisp said right here.
Apparently they caught some spies in the city-states, my lady. It would seem they're marching them off to the gallows. I see. Jillia.
Haunted Doco 12 said Yul the 6 Gobby.
I don't know where she is. She has gotten into the habit. So I don't, because they're so fucking crazy and rambunctious, whenever I try to go to sleep, I don't let them sleep in my room with me. And for years and years, they've been okay with that. They're okay with that, for the most part. But lately, I'm just lying in bed trying to fall asleep, and Galby will come up to the door and just start screaming at me like crazy. And then I open the door and she runs away. So the other night I was like, all right, Galby, you can come in. So I open the door and I go back to bed. She jumps on the bed with me and she just goes fucking nuts. She's just sliding around all over the place and clawing the blanket and walking up to me and mashing my face.
Haunted Doco 12 said our dog sleeps in our room.
Flipping the fuck out, unable to sit still. So I was like, all right, you see, this is why I don't let you in here, because I can't fall asleep if you're just going to be fucking going nuts like this all night. So I had to get up and pick her up and put her back outside. So now she's just in this habit of whenever I'm trying to fall asleep, she'll just come right up to my door and just start screaming at me. If she was chill, I would let her sleep in the room with me. When I first got her, when she was a little kitty, she used to sleep in bed with me. She would curl up right on top of my head or right in the nape of my neck. She would just curl up right there and just chill. But once she got older, she just became a psycho. Wait, they're just children. How can they be spies? I'm innocent! Treacherous filth. How dare you? Do you know how many lives were lost because of your actions? That's enough. Your Highness. Princess? Well then, remember this. Ryu and I haven't betrayed Hyland. Hyland has betrayed us, and I won't let this stand, not on my life. What did you say? Know your place, you insolent wretch. It's all right, let him speak. After all, he hasn't long to live. Cursing the royals on the way to the fucking gallows. Just getting the shit beat out of us. For your crimes in colluding with the foul city-states of Jousted and besmirching the honor of the proud Unicorn Brigade and the Highland military, I hereby sentence you to death by hanging. Do you have any last words?
Street Corner Becky said these games seem obsessed with killing kids.
Rotten hell. Good. You've accepted your fate. Ah, look at that sunset. It's the last one you'll ever see. Well, for me, it's just a sunset like any other. Although I suppose this day does mark a massive leap forward in my moving up in the world, so I should relish it. Up until now, I've been stuck playing babysitter to a pack of mewling brats out here in the sticks, but now my bad luck has finally come to an end. With this on my record, my future is assured. Why, I think I could even make captain of the Royal Guards. And then... Huh? Sorry, but it looks like your road to success just took a detour.
Our dog is pretty chill, although he's a Shiba, so he is vocal and makes random noises.
We finally caught up to you, and just in time to make a heroic entrance, too. You know, you kids really threw me for a loop running off like that. Why? Huh? Do I have to spell it out? The two of you are my prisoners. I can't have you dying on me so easily. Eddie likes to stick his nose in other people's business. Maybe I do, but even Paul came begging me to pull your asses out of the fire. Hey, wait! Damn, he got away. We better make ourselves scarce soon too. Please, wait a minute. Nanami, our friend, is still locked up in a cell. We can't leave her behind. Let's go save her. Of course, Ryu. Ah, gotcha. Sounds like fun. My body has been itching for some excitement lately anyways. Would you listen to him? You know, you've got a real bad habit of sticking your nose in all the wrong places. Alright, Joey, Victor, Flick. Alright, Flick, Joey, Ryu, let's do this. Hey, who put you in charge? I'm warning you, out of my way. I'm in a real rush. I gotta save Ryu and Joey. Oh, now I'm really mad. In the name of Grandpa Genkaku, here's his secret golden bird holy flower dragon tooth glory punch. Well, what the? Well, hold on now. Yeep. Okay, hang tight, Joey. Ryu, Joey, help is on the way. Whoa, wait, what? Ryu and Joey? What are you doing here? I thought they hauled you off to be executed. Well, we came to save you. Huh? What? That's funny. I was just on my way to save you guys, too. By the way, what was that secret move you mentioned? Huh? Oh, don't worry about it. Let's just get out of here. And Nanami. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, it's Ryu and Joey. You know my brother will be back? I don't know. We're having casual conversations when we're on the run. It's Ryu. I thought they caught you. Eek, I can't believe it. Captain Rao did it again. He caught those cowardly spies. He's the pride of this town. Hey, wait a second. Ryu, Joey, I can't help but wonder, will we ever come back here again? We'll be back someday. You think so? Yeah, you're right.
Haunted Taco 12 said one of my favorite ones is when I do a finger gun at him and do that TK sound. Without fail he'll reply with a hee-haw.
So it's just goodbye for a little while. Hey, enough moping around. We gotta get moving. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. Oh yeah, another thing that the Trump admin did in the midst of all of its Epstein controversy, the State Department guts its office combating human trafficking. Like, they're literally doing everything possible to be like, we are villains. We're the villains here. Like, this goes beyond just having an ideological disagreement with our governing philosophy. We are Batman villains. I am Riddler. He is Joker. That guy over there is Scarecrow. And we're all conspiring to kill as many of you as possible. This is who we are as a political party. Wait, what? What is this thumbnail? Oh my god. What the fuck is this? You know what? Genetic memory farms? I feel like this may have been, this might be something to put on your docket here. White guy reacts to the Boondocks. First time ever. Black? What the fuck does that mean? Black? This looks like AI. I wonder if this is like an AI channel. Like, that's probably the funniest. Black?
Now look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? You know what I'm talking about? Okay.
I think I should start putting this on all of my thumbnails too. Black? Like, what is going on with his PF? Okay, you can't even see it. He's got this crazy ass PFP on his YouTube where he just looks like he's like in a constant state of like shock, disgust, mysticism. I don't know what's going on with this guy. But I don't know. I feel like with your recent diving back into the boondocks, this is probably something you may want to put in your watch queue. Black?
Haunted Taco 12 said that's funny. Haunted Taco 12 asks black?
Black? I wonder what that even means in the context of the thumbnail. Like, did he not think that the Boondocks was black oriented? Was he confused by that? Was he shocked by it? I guess it was his first time watching. Come on, you dogs. You aren't worth my time right now. Hey, how's it going? Oh, Victor, are you okay? You and your crazy ideas. Sorry about that. Well, it's okay since everyone's fine, but if Muse found out that we let mercenaries into Highland without permission, they'd have our hides. So let's keep this between us. Actually, isn't this more on you since you let these guys pass through in secret? Huh? Oh, well, you see... Look, don't sweat it. Like you said, everyone got home safe. Whew. Please keep this a secret, okay? The captain's to blame, too. Well, here we are. It's nice to be back home. Home, this ramshackle fort. Watch your mouth. I like this place. It's got its charms. Right, Ryu, Joey? This place? I don't know about that. Ha 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 ha. I guess kids can't appreciate a good thing when they see it. Well, I'm gonna nod off for a while. You guys must be tired too, so you better rest. If you got any questions, ask Leota. She's the lady who runs the bar. I thought we were your prisoners. Huh? Well, you could say that. But as long as you stay out of trouble, you're free to do what you want. If you're bored, why not go scrounge up some new recruits? We can always use extra help. Take it easy here until things cool down. Meanwhile, I'll think of a good way to get you back to Highland. Come on, Gin. I guess you'll do. Alright, time to start recruiting.
Haunted Taco 12 said I feel like that's a question when you see anyone vaguely brown at a Cracker Barrel.
According to the Rolling Stone, Team Trump was on a fucking warpath to kill a story about salacious letter to Epstein. You don't go on a warpath. You don't go on a fucking warpath to kill that story if there wasn't something there. I just wonder why the Wall Street Journal of all places actually felt compelled to post it. Ugh. What's the matter, big fella? My stomach. Does it hurt?
Haunted Taco 12 said maybe they have some form of benefactor.
Stomach so hungry, can't move. Please, give me food. Sure, thanks. I owe you one. Thanks. No, thank you very much. The name's Rikimaru. I'm what you call a wanderer. But being the fool that I am, I ran out of money along the way. Seriously, I won't forget your kindness. So, the bill's on you? The total is 3,000 poch, actually. Jesus Christ. Why? What? Hey, you go to work for every last one of those 3,000 poch. Yes, ma'am. Wait, okay. I just had to make sure I had the money on me. I'll pay it. Okay, his debt is paid in full. Whew, thanks a lot. Oh, really? So you're staying at the mercenaries' fort? Okay, I'll help out too, or my name isn't Rikimaru. Rikimaru has joined you. By the way, the mercenaries, they get fed well, right? You should have just joined me right now. I could use them.
Haunted_wisp said bong 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 bong.
Are you alright over there? Well, come on, guys. Those birds shouldn't have been as hard as they were, guys. You gotta brush up on your shit. Oh no, what should I do? Huh? You want something? What's wrong? My pet Bonaparte is lost. I looked all over the village, but he probably ran up into the mountains. Will you help me find him? Sure. Okay, that's fine. Oh, Bonaparte, where are you? Speeders. Hey. There you are, Bonaparte. Wait, hurry after him. Did you guys see the Wayward Realms update? The sad Wayward Realms update? Now, no more running. You're coming with me. Ack, what are you doing? Damn it.
Haunted_Wisp said getting gulped by the golfer.
Sucking thing to take some hits, that's for sure. Damn, I just healed him up. Oh, she's just playing around. Man, this thing really doesn't like Gin Gin. Oh, it killed him! Holy shit! I don't think there was any hope of him surviving that one. I think he was already at full health. Come on, Anami. There we go. Damn, this thing is still fucking up and kicking. I've done so much damage to him already, I'd hate to waste my flaming arrows. Ah, there we go. Good thing I didn't. Seriously, what's with you? Were you scared? If you run off like that, you'll get lost. There, that's a good boy. Don't be scared. See, Bonaparte's back. Isn't he adorable? Yeah, I guess. Isn't he, though? See, even they love you, Bonaparte. Thanks for helping me find Bonaparte. In return, I'll tag along with you. Millie. Little birdie. Put the baby bird in the nest. Put the fries in the basket. Obtained 4 fritters. Gauntlet and a leather cape.
Haunted_Wisp said they come pre-frittered.
Alright. Oops. Fritters heals 300 hit points and cures balloon. Good to know. Can't say I've ever had a fritter before. Oh shit, Gin. I forgot he only has like 1 hit point. God damn it, will you birds leave me alone? Oh, we couldn't escape? Oh, good, we all dodged. Well, except for him. Oops, I meant to save. Oh, all right. Oh, man. Oh, where's the thing at there?
I feel really betrayed.
Gonna watch this too. Glenn Beck. Glenn Beck is one of the poster children for like media people most responsible for the current influx of like conspiracy theory driven right wingers. So it's particularly interesting to see his contingent of people react to this stuff. By the way, is that a laptop right there? Is that a monitor?
_Wisp said it's like we just started.
It's fucking huge.
Betrayed, and I feel really, really angry. We have a president who tells us to move on from Epstein because it doesn't matter. Are you guys still talking about this seriously? And yet he still talks about the 2020 election fraud. He talks about the Hunter Biden laptop. He talks about all this stuff from 5-6 years ago, and he tells us to move on from the Epstein trial or the Epstein case. People like me will not stop talking about this. I feel so betrayed and so angry. This is not what I voted for.
I'm concerned about being able to trust Donald Trump to keep his word. In his campaign, he said he was going to let
Who
us
are
know
these people?
all of the facts about
Chris Stiegel? Who the fuck is Chris Stiegel? What is this deck? What is this set deck? He's got like a Fallout radio and this fucking... It looks like he's broadcasting from the set of Fallout.
this, and now he's saying, go away, don't pay attention to it.
These Epstein files, we were told that there was going to be released. There was this client list that was going to be released. And the fact that it's suddenly gone away and he's trying to gaslight us is like a punch in the gut to MAGA.
I'm telling you, man. And by the way, like, if ever there was like a contingent of people that were going to act out on their rage, just a gentle reminder that those two Trump shooters, one was a confirmed Republican conservative, the other at least voted for Trump once. So, you know, the last group of people this guy wants to get on his bad side. The last group of people this guy wants to get on his bad side are his own people. So, with that, I'll leave you with just wait, what? Yeah, and I guess the most frustrating thing, or one of the more frustrating things about all that, is like in the backdrop of that
There's this new CNN polling out today that says quite a bit, Congressman. It says that there is big Democratic enthusiasm to get out and vote in the midterms, far outpacing Republicans right now. But also,
let's do a repeat of that
big
line.
Democratic enthusiasm. There's this new CNN polling out today that says quite a bit, Congressman. It says that there is big Democratic enthusiasm to get out and vote in the midterms, far outpacing Republicans right now. But also that just 28% of Americans view the Democratic Party favorably. And the context of that is the lowest mark for Democrats in the history of CNN's polling going back to 1992. And for Democrats, they have a lot more work to do to win back favorability within
28%. 28% favorability at a point in time when Republicans are fucking confirmed monsters. And there's so much that can be used against them. But the party is just so radically inept that I mean, I do not understand.
Their ranks within the party than Republicans do. Why do you think this problem persists? What do you ascribe to being the issue?
Well, you're absolutely right. We have our work cut out for us. I think it's a combination of a number of things. In the last election, we lost.
Lloyd Doggett.
And we lost because we didn't come across as the party of change. We came across as a party that was tied to the past, and that was a serious mistake.
There's this new CNN.
Well, at least he understands a little bit of it, at least. Lloyd Doggett represents my area. What? Lloyd Doggett is my favorite congressperson? What a fucking weird thing to say. Of all, like, one, weird to have a favorite congressperson you're willing to go to bat like that for. Like, you're talking about baseball players. But two, I mean, Lloyd Doggett? Why the hell? Why Lloyd Doggett? At any rate, that's it for me tonight. Is what I'm getting at. Is what I'm slowly working my way toward. Where's my fucking thing at? So I'm slowly working my way towards getting at. Thank you, everybody, for joining me, as always. I appreciate it. It's a shame I couldn't get Justin to come on tonight, because I'm sure we could have had a much larger,
Becky said night all.
longer, more robust discussion about everything happening right now. I've been texting him and a friend of mine. Well, several friends. We're all following it. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. I still think, I could be wrong. But I do think that tomorrow will prove to be a very interesting news day, to say the least. So, we'll have to see. I'm going to try to get him on the stream on Tuesday. But until then, you guys have a good rest of your night. Hope to see you here tomorrow, but if not, I'll see you when I see you. Later, y'all.